Let's talk some toys in here. Hey, what's up, everyone? Today it's the man child. All right, we got some new aliens on the front door today. Got the aliens from Neca. This is the Fireteam Elite Runner and Prowler alien from the Aliens Fireteam Elite game. So first up, we got our Runner alien. Looking pretty good. Got some cool art on the box. Got our 3 Space Marines from the multiplayer mode in the game, battling out the Xenomorphs. I hope they come out with some of these in this series. That'd be really cool. And I do have a couple of the original Space Marines from Aliens 2 and NECA. I'll bring them and compare them. Flipping around our back art. Pretty neat. There's a railing, all different poses we can do with the articulation. Now, it looks like he's going to articulate better than our original aliens. And he reminds me of a dog alien. I'll bring one again and compare them. So this is Series 1. This is going to be our Series 2 coming out soon. Spitter and the Burster alien. So I look forward to getting those. Oh, here's a Runner alien out of box. Yeah, looking pretty cool. Now, basically, he's just a dog alien. That's what he looks like to me. And I have one. Let me bring him and compare him and show you what I'm talking about. So here's a quick comparison from our new Runner alien and our NECA. This is actually the first release dog alien. They made a few different variants, just different colors. They made a red, red one 2-pack. Yeah, it's basically what it looks like to me. Now, this is smaller, obviously, and it does look like a whole new retooled figure for the most part. What I do like with this one compared to the NECA first release one is that this feels better and the articulation seems better. And he poses better. This one I've had a lot of problems with. And I have a couple out of package, like I said, and I actually glued the joints, or I used joint fix, and it would just fall over. I had some breakage in one of the joints broke, and one of my other ones in the leg. I repaired it again with glue. Yeah, awesome looking figure, but quality control issues and some of the NECA's older alien stuff is pretty common. This feels a lot better. So before we get into articulation, all that stuff, I'll bring in one of our Space Marines. We got Hicks now. What I like with this one too is that it seems more scale accurate from, where the inspiration where the dog alien came from, or Aliens 3. This seemed too big to me from what I remember in the movie. This seems more accurate. Now, again, it's also accurate to the game. If they come out with any Marines, they'll be in this 6.5-inch scale. Yep, I'm just basically saying I like this one better. So moving on to some articulation, right? Our head, go all the way down, up, spin left to right. The jaw opens, goes all the way down like that. It's pretty cool. They have a black tongue sculpted in there on the bottom part of the jaw, if you can see that. Now, the inner mouth of mine is stuck. So I already got, it's the first QC issue. I tried pulling it out with some needle nose. I don't want to snap it. It feels like it does come out. The other alien also I've had a box. We'll bring him in soon. His comes out no problem, but okay. It is what it is. So it's the only complaint so far with this. What I do like with the head with this one is it can go all the way down and the neck moves too. And it'll look all the way back, where I could never do it with this alien. It gets stuck. It goes back. It gets stuck. It falls. This is just like I said, much better. The joints feel better in this too. Moving on to our arms. We can go, back, forward, and go all the way out. Got like a ball joint near down. Bend all the way in at the elbow, out, can spin. Our hands too. We've got 4-finger hands on here. It's on a hinge joint. Go out, in, can spin. And now the other arm's all the same. But same thing. And I like how the articulation, it just stands so much better in the pose these dog-type aliens should be in. And he seems to hold himself up well. Where, going back to this one, again, I have glued. They would never, or you need a stand on them. Mine would never hold up well. Well, 4 of them I have. But this one is I really like the joint design in this. They just feel, and they feel better too. It doesn't feel like something's going to snap in the pins. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying some of the QC issues, it's not possible, but it just feels better. That's what I'm saying. And moving on to our torso, or our thorax, right? We could spin, go up and down like that. Can also, so our back, the legs, just go all the way forward, all the way back. Also in a bullet, you kind of go in and out. A little bullet joint there. Looks like double knee joints here. We got a couple pins showing, not bad, but I'm going to go back about that far with the leg. Go all the way forward in standing position. We'll do that soon. Got this double hinge here too. And the leg, go that far. Looks like that. I'm going to go about that far forward. Okay, I'm going to go back. And the foot can go up, down, and then you can spin a little bit. And I don't know if it has, I don't see any toe articulation. Onto our tail, typical stuff with all our Xenomorphs, spin, bendy wire kind of thing. You can bend it all kinds of positions. And then you got this soft blade on the back. And this one feels a little bit more, it's just a harder material than this going back to the original dog alien, where this is always warped and bent. This is just, it's still soft, but anyway, mine's pretty cool out of the box. I like it, and you can also spin down the tail too, back and forth. So it's basically like a weapon on his tail. And real quick, here we go. We got him articulated in a standing position. I am resting him on the tail, which is usually a trick I do anyway, most of the xenomorphs. But he does stand well so far. His joints are really, they're stiff. I like that. To where, again, any other Neca alien, for the most part, I got to use a Kaiser stand on him. And maybe the joints will loosen up over time. But again, it just feels a lot better in the joints, how they set them up in these type of aliens so far. And for one more quick size comparison with our new Xenomorph Runner Alien standing up, bringing two of our first release NECA Space Marines, right? Again, Hicks, and then we have Vasquez. And yeah, if you're curious what they look like together as far as scale. So moving on to our Prowler Alien, box is all the same as far as the Space Marines and the art, going out with the Xenomorphs. Okay, flip it around. Same layouts, all different positions and where you can articulate them. And we have our Runner Alien, our next two, the Burst, the other two coming out soon, Series 2. And I'm going to bring it in. There's the bio for a closer look. You want to pause and read that. And I'm also going to bring in the bio too for the Runner Alien if anyone wants to read it. It's different from the Prowler Alien, so you can pause and read that if you want to. Alright, got our Prowler Alien out of the box. Give him a little look around. So aesthetically, the Prowler Alien is very similar to the Runner Alien. There are some differences in the sculpting. Obviously, the head's a big difference. I like that head. That's pretty cool. It's different. I was even looking at it further. I can see that like in the arms. So I'll bring these in for a closer look. Show you that for a second. Yeah, it's different here. The sculpting on the shoulder and some of the parts of the arm where this one's more rounded. So that is different. But, the thorax and all the back, that's all the same. Okay, underneath's the same. The arms, side, the shoulders now, or the lower part of the arms and hands look the same. Side, obviously, this alien's painted different. And the legs, too. Yeah, it seems like the armor on the back, they are different as well. But when you get down this part of the legs going into the knees and the feet, that all looks the same. And so does the tail and the blades on the back. They're all the same, too. Side painted different. Moving on to our articulation. Now, again, this alien, it feels really good, like the Runner Alien. Just how stable the joints are. They're not really stuck, and they're not too loose yet anyway. But yeah, the head can go all the way, look at that, all the way down, go all the way back. Excellent position. Okay, now this too, he has the mouthpiece, the jaw goes up and down. Now this little inner jaw on this one can pull out and go all the way in. I think that's what the Runner one did. It just got stuck. I'll mess around with it later. But yeah, unique sculpting. I love that design on the top of that, the shield piece on that head. Definitely different. And the arms are all the same as the Runner. Okay, go out, forward, back, same thing. Bend all the way at the elbow. And it's got the 4 fingers on the hands, hinge joint up and down, spin all around. Other arms all the same. Same thing with our back. Okay, we can spin, can bend up, bend forward like so. As far as the leg in the back, spin all the way around. Go out about that far in. Okay, it's got the double knee joint there. Go forward about that far. Can bend all the way back and up. And then this other joint's all the same as the Runner. This one's a little stuck. I want to mess. Let me see the other leg. Okay, so it should bend forward about that far. I'll have to heat this up. It's okay though. And in the foot, same thing. Go down and up. Can spin a little bit. That one's stuck too, that side. And this side's a little better. But yeah, all the same as the Runner Alien in the tail. Same thing. Spin, bendy wire, same deal. And here's our Prowler Alien standing up. So again, I'm balancing him on the tail, but I am rotating him. Normally, if I do this, I have to use figure stands for any of the NECA aliens if I even try for the most part, unless I use a tail. But yeah, it stands good. Joints are tight. I'm happy with that. And standing up, here's also a little comparison against our 2 NECA Space Marines. Check that out. See the size, what they like. Yeah, look good together. And here's a quick shot of the 2 aliens side by side in running position against our Space Marines. Want to check that out. And one final thing for scale, I thought I'd bring in one of NECA's other Xenomorph aliens. Now, this was from the last game out. I think it was Defiance it was called. And that was the Xenomorph in it. And you can see now him too. I have to put on a figure stand. But that's kind of what it looks like standing up as far as scale. And these two together. And then our Space Marine. So you can check that out. Here's a quick 3D look of all our aliens together. We got our Defiance and our 2 new aliens. I threw a NECA egg and some face huggers just for scale. And yeah, see them all one stand and one in a running position. Yeah, check that out. Okay, so overall, I think they're awesome. I love this is the direction I think NECA should go with the redesign with their aliens. You know, the articulation's great. The heads look better the way they pose backwards. I like the scale a little better. I think it just goes better with the Space Marines. Some of their aliens just seem pretty big to me. You know, maybe that's just, again, going back to comics and movies, but I like this a lot better. They work great. I haven't had any issues with articulation. Some things are getting a little loose. I'm messing around. You can use like that joint fix, but and you know, of course, the mouth and this one's stuck. I know I can get that out, but otherwise, I think they're great. And this is Series 1. I can't wait for Series 2 to come out. So I hope it answers all your questions. I hope everybody's doing great. And until next time, take care.